The Modian Curators are on the verge of encountering their first fellow spacefarers. You might say their curiosity has been piqued. I'm sorry. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris First Contact in our Clandestine Curiosity series. So this is the science ship belonging to the WoW aliens. Not a joke. They're the WoW aliens. And we also have the Lambda aliens, which we are attempting to establish first contact communications with. In the meantime, we also have, I believe, a colonization vessel that is getting prepared to head to this brand new ocean world in Ladelicon, which is going to be one of our more productive colonies, or at least will hopefully be one of our more productive colonies. And we are just working as quickly as possible on getting this territory locked down, especially now that we know that there is at least an alien empire exploring this territory. We know that we need to lock down as much of this as we can, while also paying close attention to the Chalks system as well. So our work is absolutely cut out for us. Let's continue. I have 43.3 influence. One good thing about the fact that we're about to complete 2 first contact events is that we will get an influence.
Our lookouts have detected an anomaly.
Burst. Thank you, Barnaby. We will get a burst of influence from completing those. A large amount of ship debris can be found in orbit around the planet, possibly the remnants of some kind of massive fleet action. Research that for me, please. So that's probably, I would imagine, probably precursor related. Specifically Cybrix related, so we'll see.
Space charts updated.
Alright, so interesting. It looks like the colonization vessel might still be... I see what's happened. There are 2 colonization vessels. Oh, that's annoying. I was wondering why there were 2 options showing. This is the one that has the jump drive still. Okay, that's why there are 2. Well, okay, we're going to have to do them... We're just going to do some leaping jumps. I suppose I could technically jump you to, like... No. Forodengras is going to be the best one, so...
We grow ever stronger.
We're just going to move one system at a time. Alright, we've gotten the Shabora system added to our territory. Signs of battle. There is a clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit of Thrish 4 at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the planet is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons blasts, and scans from the MCS Fireball have picked up several hulks on the ground. Yes, that is the name of our science ship, the MCS Fireball. Deal with it. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Charlotte Pitt is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls for any valuable technologies.
There is new information in the situation log.
Graveyard expedition it is. That's in the Thrish system, which we're currently exploring. Nice. Alright, so adaptability... Extra building slots on all colonies. I like that. Building and district strategic resource costs and upkeep reduced by 10%. Let's go there first, though.
A system has been charted.
And hopefully that will continue to be a boon. Also, let's make sure that all of our science ships are doing what they can. We do have our core ships here that are... I mean, this is... It was pointed out to me in the comments that I know this, but these ships are consuming upkeep by still existing. So there's a case to be made for dismantling them. For now, I think I'm okay, but I might revisit that particular decision.
Project done.
Depending on how things continue to play out. The team under Science Officer Charlotte Pitt has finished their expedition on Thrish 4 and returned to the MCS Fireball. Thankfully, the Starship graveyard on the surface proved to be a technological treasure trove. Studying the remains of these vessels has advanced our research in certain fields by several years, and there are yet things to discover. A permanent science outpost in orbit would be a great boon to our Starship engineering efforts. So this would add additional engineering research to Thrish 4 once we have it within our territory. And we gain another 980 engineering research from that alone. That's fantastic. All right, so can we jump again? Looks like we can. All right, one more jump, and then we will... I wonder if there's a way to actually get rid of... Oh, hang on. I wonder if there's a way to actually get rid of the other colonization ship. I don't think there is, because they are not on the the shipbuilder interface. I'll take a look at that in just a moment. The Rooklar system appears to have been settled by the aliens we refer to as the Lambda aliens, although no planetary population centers have been sighted. A large starbase orbits the primary, serving as the system's central hub. Despite our presence in what they clearly consider to be their space, we know very little about these fascinating beings. No effort should be spared to find out more. Fascinating. So, wait a minute. What system did you say that was? The Rooklar system. Which is where? Oh, okay. And this is where we first discovered them, in Robalius. So it seems like we're currently investigating Rooklar, and we're finding out that they definitely already control that. So, good to know. Let's see what else we can do in the meantime. We do have some more influence, so let me use that to build this starbase in Najaga.
A system has been charted.
And believe me, I would also like to continue expanding down this direction, but it seems like... Yeah, let's also get a construction ship up there. Just trying to split my efforts as much as I can, but we need to focus on expanding here for now, because both aliens, we have aliens in both directions. So if I can lock down this star in particular, Lachium, that would be ideal. Alright, that colonization ship should be able to... Yes, they can. So let's go ahead and jump.
What have we here?
What have we here? A signal beacon orbits VA9989T, beckoning travelers nearer. On the asteroid, a giant metal monolith looms, its purpose unknown. So our scientists are also getting pretty skilled. We haven't had any deadly mishaps, knock on wood, yet.
We grow ever stronger.
All right, so let's go ahead and colonize this now. Yeah, let's go with Delmuth. How about that? I don't remember what I was going to call it. It was in a previous recording session, so I don't remember what I was going to call it before.
A system has been charted.
But Delmuth sounds close. I remember seeing that name previously, so we'll go with that. Mysterious monolith. The monolith we found on VA9989T dwarfs the science ship we sent to investigate it. A majestic, smooth slab of metal. Oh, that's ominous. The once garish pigment patterns on the front have been reduced to mere flecks. A small power outlet on the machine's side promises its secrets will be unveiled in exchange for a modest sum of energy credits. Sure. Activate the machine. The machine awakens. The machine stirs, ancient mechanisms clanking behind the smooth facade. After much whirring, buzzing, and a dramatic pause, a metallic panel slides back and a ship-sized cylinder rolls out of the machine. The cylinder contains an ancient beverage, still miraculously preserved against the ravages of time. The drink has been easily replicated by our scientists who, after conducting rigorous testing, have ascertained it to be safe, nutritious, and, most crucially, delicious. So for 20 years, biological pops, that's us, are 5% happier. Because we found some delicious liquor in an old monolith that is totally not from 2001. Alright, so Avonhead is ready for its first building. I'm going to go ahead and build... Oh, this is tough. Yeah, let's do an industrial district. I don't think you're quite ready for a city district yet. Besides, we're about to unlock something that will give us the ability to, you know, add additional buildings to all colonies regardless. Alright, the Teal Fleet is in good shape. Intellectual booty indeed. So we have the coil guns researched in good time, and also we can now research destroyers. Let's go ahead and do that, just to be safe. Now, it seems like survey speed plus 25%. Yes, let's unlock that. That's going to only help. That will synergize well with our existing bonuses. Okay, what else can we do? We're sitting on... Okay. Mining stations, research stations. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and add Balawar to my territory as soon as I possibly can. It might actually be worth it to bring another construction ship up, or build another one. Lambda aliens. Our attempts to learn more about the Lambda aliens have so far been in vain. While we were able to ascertain that they clearly form part of a technologically advanced alien civilization, further facts have proven elusive, as they seem to be going to considerable effort to prevent us and any other eavesdroppers from intercepting any signals from them. We have therefore only managed to intercept small fragments of their language so far. However, from the glimpses we have gleaned, our linguists are confident that they will be able to decipher their communications if we can just acquire a greater sample size. We will just have to keep trying. It's really fascinating, isn't it, to think about an alien race like this that can prevent their signals from being detected, or that can go to great efforts to prevent us from learning more about them. Because when you think about Earth, we went through an era in our history where and we still are in this era, by the way, but at the very beginning of it, we had much less knowledge of space and much more primitive ideas of like other cultures. And we still have very primitive ideas of other cultures, but like we've changed so much since the dawn of radio, right? But radio signals go out into space, and they generally speaking don't stop. So you just emanate those as a developing civilization. So it's fascinating to think of these Lambda aliens as being along such a different developmental trajectory that there's no, like, that they're hiding their presence from us in some way. It's a little sci-fi-y, so to speak. It's a little bit contrived when you think about that, because it's hard to imagine a species dodging that section of their developmental history, even if they become more advanced and a little bit more reclusive. But it's one of the many things that makes Stellaris such an amazing game. We will just have to keep trying. So they're hostile though, so we know that much, and they ain't pretty either. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be so much fun. Favorite thing ever. All right, 6 more influence will be required in order to build another starbase. Vessel seized. Well, I spoke too soon. Our explorers knew first contact would be a dangerous affair, but none could have predicted just how true this would be. In a violent assault, the WoW aliens seized our vessel, landing a boarding party before emergency FTL could be engaged. Despite our crew's valiant efforts, the attackers, a mammalian alien species, were able to overwhelm our defenses. The last visual feeds we received before our signals cut off suggested that the enemy had captured much of the crew alive and were intent on interrogating them, probably with the intention of finding out more about us in preparation for further hostilities. Worrying. Very worrying. All right, so we lost Edith Brightwell, who was... Okay, that was one of our level 4 scientists. So, you know, a loss is a loss, and rest in peace, Edith. But at least we didn't lose a more advanced scientist than that.
A system has been charted.
All right, so it looks like we have the same first contact situation that we just read for the Lambda aliens. Okay. All right, a lot happening at once. But yeah, we have the same situation happening with WoW aliens that happened with the Lambda aliens. Encounter in the Veracruz black hole. Oh, energy entity. We have made first contact with the mysterious aliens in the Veracruz black hole system. For now, we have codenamed the Sin aliens until we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, we must decipher it in order to establish communications. Interesting. Okay. So let's go ahead and assign an envoy to you, because we still have Joan Fitzgerald available. And then we'll hopefully be able to get Charlotte Pitt away before they get attacked. She got away. Good. All right. So you go ahead and auto-explore when you're done. Our linguists have recently made significant progress towards decoding the language used in the signals from the Lambda aliens. Apparently, they now believe themselves to have a solid grasp of its fundamentals and promise that they will be able to report further findings soon. 2 insights, not 1, but 2. Nice. Alright, so we do have some more influence now. Finish building that research station and then add Balawar, please. Let's get that done. We need to lock down this territory as soon as possible. I would love to lock down Robalius, but Lockium at the very least needs to get locked down. So that's my goal. That's what I'm going to do. That's the plan, and I'm sticking to it.
A system has been charted.
I'm a little bit nervous about the fact that I've encountered 2 alien races, both of which seem kind of hostile. Missing scientist. One of the scientists working at the observation post orbiting Fear Mathrios 1 has been reported missing. She was taking part in a covert mission to collect plant samples from the planet's surface, but did not return to the shuttle with the rest of her team. We have been conducting a limited search so as not to alert the pre-FTLs, but so far without success. Keep up the search. That's not good. Scientist found dead. Well, that was fast. We have finally recovered the body of the missing scientist on Fear Mathrios 1, or what remained of it, at any rate. It looked like she fell victim to a large indigenous predator. An unfortunate loss to our science team, but at least the pre-FTLs are still oblivious to our presence. The directive has been upheld. So, we lost society research from jobs for the next year. 10% of society research from jobs. Sad day. Tiramore. 4A, Desert World. 12 slot Desert World, in fact. Nice. Okay, so that's interesting. Hang on. Do my Corvettes... Yeah, guys, listen. I don't know what you're doing, but you need to not. You need to not. Ship design doesn't have enough power. Really? Okay. No, it does. Alright, so apparently they hadn't automatically upgraded the drives on my fleet. I'm so glad I caught that, because they wouldn't have been able to intercept anything in a more dangerous situation.
Ships ready for action.
I selected them and I was like, wait a minute, why do I see a freaking, jump drive range on my brand new Corvettes?
System has been charted.
Alright, the Lambda aliens are investigating our territory, so that's a little bit dicey. Envoy Virginia Arkwright is still working to confirm the hypothesis. Wow, words. The hypothesis that the irregularity we had designed or designated as Sin aliens is in fact a living organism. While it seems to be made up of a cluster of random stardust, it is demonstrably able to propel itself across the void and shows basic signs of independent agency. Our researchers are perplexed by the phenomenon and are working hard to verify our readings. We must be missing something. Indeed. But what? I have to say, I'm really glad that I chose the species and designed the species, the Mothrians, or the Modians, the way that I did for this particular series.
Stronger.
Because I'm loving the curiosity side of things. All right, Off-World Trading Company. Good. Do I want fruit from farmers now, or do I want gene clinics now? Let's go ahead and go for gene clinics, because, again, we started with less population. Now I have 3 colonies. If I can get gene clinics building, that will help us grow our colonies sooner, grow our populations sooner. Lambda aliens. Our efforts to decipher the signals picked up from the Lambda aliens have paid off, and we now are finally able to open diplomatic channels with the civilization we now know to be the Sibylan Hive. That's discouraging. Remarkably, they appear to completely lack the concept of individuality that is inherent to the Modian species. Indeed, the individual Sibylan drone has no free will or thought whatsoever and is a mere pawn of the hive mind. Far from chafing under such tight control, our researchers speculate that the Sibylans have evolved to depend on this collective intelligence and would not be able to survive without it. So we can say we should study them and get the hive mind drone study, which will improve worker pop resource output by 10% for 15 years, and will gain 60 influence. And we get 20 influence on them. Or we can say a fascinating species, we must find out how such a phenomenon is possible. And we gain a lump sum of society research. Ooh, that's a tough one. But the same amount of influence. I think I'd rather have the 15 years of extra worker pop resource output. We should study them and apply the learnings on our own workers.
We are being contacted by aliens.
All right, the Sibylan Hive. Collective consciousness. We are the Sibylan Hive and we speak as one. The hive mind has taken note of your presence. We will observe for now. Our future actions will depend on whether you're a threat, an opportunity for expansion, or an unforeseen variable. We wish for nothing but to be friends, Sibylans. Yeah, let's try and be open towards them as our first gesture here. All right, so we've already seen that. So now we should have some information on the Sibylan Hive. They already control Robalius. Damn it. Okay. let's get you to go ahead and build that starbase because we are dangerously close to losing these guys. Communications established. We are receiving a transmission from the Latrepian star hierarchy. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels are now open and all hostilities between us have ceased for the moment. Interesting. So I think these are the WoW aliens. So they're hegemonic imperialists, an illuminated autocracy. We are the Latropian star hierarchy minions of the wise Primus Jacana 1. Our aim is to improve ourselves through the use of technology. Whether you agree with these goals or not, we trust you will remain amicable neighbors. We are delighted to meet you, Latropians, so that will change their opinion of us. And let's see where they are. Okay. Okay, so now we have identifying information on both of them, which means we also have free envoys. So let's actually... yeah, let's go ahead and improve relationships with both of them. Let's try to start off as cooperative. It would be wonderful to kind of have a more synergistic relationship with our neighbors in the beginning here. I'm not going to do any spying yet, but believe me, I haven't forgotten about the clandestine aspect of this playthrough. That is going to be key to this. And we do have this new science ship. Hang on. Yep. Recruit you and go explore. Alright, I think I would like, since I have so much... well, I actually don't have a ton of influence now. It's unfortunate because they contacted us directly. We didn't get influence from finishing the first contact. They reached out to us, and so we didn't get influence for that. Makes me sad. Very sad indeed. Terraforming candidate discovered. Our detailed survey of Nolion 3 has revealed it may once have supported life in the distant past. There are significant deposits of frozen water at the polar ice caps and beneath the planet's surface. The existence of valley networks suggests that the water may once have flowed freely. Terraforming this planet would theoretically be possible, but we do not yet possess the technology to accomplish this monumental task within a realistic time frame. Fascinating. Okay. Ah, they got Lachium. Oh, that's annoying. All right, we're gonna need to try to get Hylos before they get it, and I think I will be able to. But we're gonna have to move fast. Man, they expanded quickly and annoyingly, but at least we have Balawar.
We grow ever stronger.
All right, cool. Move there. All right, somehow I still need 3 more influence. Sin aliens. An investigation into a peculiar cluster of debris and space dust previously dubbed the Sin aliens has yielded surprising results. It is a particulate cloud bristling with a powerful charge of unknown origin that has no business exhibiting simple reflexive actions, let alone movements with purpose, and yet it does. There is something undeniably ominous about the hazy subject of the relayed video feeds. Perhaps there are things in the universe we should not tangle with. Let us watch, but not interfere with it. So we'll gain the cloud study, and we do get influence for this.
We are being contacted by aliens.
The first contact process with them. Build that starbase immediately. Right now. Go, 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 go. Excellent. Okay. Delmouth. First of all, let's go ahead and establish this as a sector capital. We'll need to recruit a governor. Extra unity, probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and go for that. And with this in mind, we do also have some archaeological sites to explore. Let's not forget about that. But let's see. I have some planets in this direction too to lock down, but not quite enough influence to add anything more to my territory. Alright, so Delmouth. Let us begin here with, yeah, an Ottoman monument for the additional, not only amenities, but unity. Thanks to the Ascension perks we are slowly accruing. Alright, so that starbase is being built, thankfully, and it looks like we're going to beat them to it. Yeah, they're trying, but they're too late. Sorry, guys. We've already got it. We've already got it. You can try, but you'll fail. We've already got it. Alright, so one thing I need to think about. Diplomatic stance is currently expansionist, which increases border friction. If we change our diplomatic stance to cooperative, border friction is not only negated, because right now we have a 100% negative. We have a penalty to border friction, which means that we are generating tons of additional border friction. So that will be completely removed, and then we'll go 50% in the opposite direction. And improved relations will help a lot more. So let's go ahead and be cooperative. Let's begin with that, because we're going to have some border friction, and I don't want that to influence my relationship with these guys. I want to try and get along as best we can. And setting the proper diplomatic stance early, especially when something like that happens, is pretty important. Alright, so yeah, we need to keep accruing these additional systems as much as possible. And with that, actually, we're about 25 minutes into the episode. I would like to go ahead and get this one uploaded. So what I'm going to do, I would normally go a little bit longer, but I'm going to stop this one here. And in the next one, which will be a little bit more normal length, 35 minutes, and the next one, the one after that, we will work on incorporating this territory as quickly as we can, while also continuing to improve our relationship with our neighbors. Because right now, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and give this order. We need these systems locked down. I'm actually kind of tempted to have Balawar as the system with the station, because we only have room for one more station at the moment. And I would hate for them to be able to just completely sidetrack it. Or sidestep it, rather. And sidetrack it. Sidetrack me by going around any station that I built. So you know what? Yeah, I've talked myself into it. Let's go ahead and upgrade that one instead. We will eventually have stations in Hylos and Tevander, just to be safe, but Balawar is the more reasonable proposition. But again, I'll stop this one here, and the next one we're going to continue to lock down territory here, and let's see what we can do with the Sibulan Hive and the Latrepian star hierarchy. Now that we know who they are, even if we didn't get influence for every single one of them, I'm not bitter, we'll be okay. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.